Well, ballers, welcome to it. El Sacico claims a scalp, El Clásico a classic, and Sundowns catch a PK. This is Onside ZA, brought to you by Betway. Get away more. Joining me on the show today, Mr. Len Moleko.
How are you doing, sir?
Prof, I'm well, thanks. How are you? I'm good.
Good. You had a good weekend?
I'm fine. The timing's off. We'll get there.
Okay, cool.
Also joining us, Tepi Worldwide.
Hi, darling.
Hello, darling. And everybody's favorite super sub.
Angu.
Most of all, ballers, welcome to you. Thank you, as always, for joining us here on Onside ZA. Brought to you by Betway, where you get way more. Remember, if you are joining as a new user on the Betway app, use the affiliate code Onside ZA. It helps us out a lot. Also, 4 to score action underway in the Betway Premiership right now. Super sub, how are we looking?
Still Orlando Pirates leading by 1 goal. And we are on the, I think, 70th minute.
You really had to give him that.
I tell you what,
What?
with 4 to score, just Pirates first goal.
Done.
They score first.
You gotta give it to Pirates
For what?
No,
for
guys.
scoring first.
Guys. Why are you massaging Super Sub?
So I don't deserve massage.
I mean, everyone deserves a massage. But I'm a Zulu as well as
I'm not gonna
Kukuni
give
is
you one.
leading.
Yeah, let those who wants to give me massage, give me massage.
Okay,
Okay,
Super
guys,
Sub.
don't be weird, okay? Whatever. Like, this massage conversation is weird. Amazulu is leading as well. Sekokun is also leading.
Skukune slipped up this weekend.
They did against Royal AM, yeah.
Hey, they're cooking something.
Who? Royal?
Royal AM.
Yeah,
Relative to what we thought.
Hey,
They're
man.
nicking a living.
Just
Chairman
about.
was playing and they won again.
They're nicking a living.
And I saw Mam Kiza Shem, she even went on the socials and she said, you know what, there's nothing better than having a team that is...
Okay,
who's
breaking
that
news.
fights.
Okay.
Breaking news.
What?
Orlando Pirates 2, CS Galaxy 0.
Yeah.
Yo,
Another match
This is
day
gonna-
unbeaten.
it's going to be a long night.
For who?
Because Pirates is winning.
Come on, bro.
It's going to be a long night.
Ballers, I want to go through the comments, but we're going to get to the Ten Hag and Amorin situation, and we're going to get into Ballon d'Or as well right now, though. Betway Premiership. Ballers, what do you think about the PK received by Sundowns? I think that's the big news, right?
Definitely, it's a big
And,
news.
and it's not the first time Polokwane City have given an upset.
Yeah, it's a proper banana slip for Mamelodi Sundowns. And I think what Mamelodi Sundowns fans should be worried about, I know it was not really like a normal starting 11 that they usually have, but they talk about depth, and having depth means like your second team should come and actually deliver. Having to play 90 minutes and not have a shot on target, that's unheard of for Mamelodi Sundowns. I think that's where a lot of people would worry.
Are we seeing cracks?
I wouldn't say cracks per se, but I just think it's a
Slip.
worrisome. It's a worrisome that the depth that you think you have cannot even produce a shot on target.
But also, if you've got such a big squad and you are competing on so many fronts,
Yeah.
it makes it difficult. And perhaps, back of mind, they've got a game tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they should have a game tomorrow, I think.
Yes.
We can
And
actually check that.
Yes. I can't remember who they're playing tomorrow. And you've got a Carling Cup over the weekend, and you're not exactly playing
They
a
play
nobody
Cape Town
team.
City tomorrow.
Yeah, at home to Cape Town City tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
So two big games.
Of course, I agree with you fully. I just think, like, what are your chances of winning if you not have a shot on target?
0.
Hey, if you don't shoot, you don't score, Chief.
That's it. It's
I
that
would
simple.
know.
Eh?
Oh, okay, dang, stop.
I wouldn't know.
Exactly. I don't know, like, no. Woo.
But yeah, look, I think probably Sundowns were eyeing the City Chiefs game, but also in retrospect, Polokwane has not been an easy outing for Sundowns. Remember when they played in the MTN 8? Sundowns won, I think it was an own goal, if I'm not mistaken. They won by 1 goal to
By
0.
1, yep.
Yes, which was an own goal. So that is the banana slip.
Okay.
Kinda
We've
like-
established that now.
Yes, kind of
Yeah.
like what Chippa is to a Pirates
Yeah.
kind of vibes. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Yes.
Well, Sundowns' next fixtures are Cape Town City tomorrow at home, and then at home to Polokwane City next week, Wednesday,
That's in the Betway Premiership.
in the Betway Premiership.
Yes.
They
Then
still
they
have
also have
Chiefs over the weekend.
over the weekend for Carling knockout.
Yeah.
Can we say congratulations though to Polokwane, because what they've done is something amazing.
That's an
Also,
impressive result.
You doing what I was doing last week.
Very.
Yeah.
They deserve their praise.
12 shots, 3 on target, with 28% possession.
That is crazy.
Smash and grab.
That is
It's
crazy.
it's a proper smash and grab.
Yeah.
No, they just smashed Sundowns. Period.
Just smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We've seen it in the past. Jose Mourinho is probably the one who made it the most famous in football. Just let the opponents have the ball, give them nothing, score.
And the thing for me is, you look at
197 passes in total from Polokwane City. Across
Compared to
90 minutes.
Sundowns?
503.
That's crazy.
And
That's
Polokwane City's pass accuracy is
20%.
58% pass
Sundowns was
accuracy.
probably over 80.
81%.
Of course. Nothing new.
It's look, your pass accuracy is going to be low if you just get the ball, boom, knock it upfield.
Pass Marco here.
Yeah.
Pass TB here. That's
An easy pass
Aturis.
even. Yes.
Yeah, through pass.
That's
Okay.
it.
But none
Congrats
of
to
that.
them. They deserve it.
No, but like big ups to Polokwane. And what I like this season is the notion that we had last season where we were like, okay, Sundowns is running away with the league.
Yeah, no.
It's not there anymore.
Nah, I don't
Competition
see it
is
either.
rife now. You've got a Chippa who are in third place.
Hey, crazy things have happened, hey?
Well, as of
Chilli Boys.
tonight, they're
They're
now
hot.
fifth because they are losing 2-0 to Amazulu. So as things stand, they're fifth.
I mean, they could easily come back from Amazulu. Amazulu on their own have not even been coming
In
to
10
the
minutes.
party. Yeah.
It's 2-0 in the 79th minute.
Nah, Amazulu to win the game.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
Shame.
Straight up.
But,
It would've
but
been
they've
so
been
nice.
performing.
yes.
At the end of the day, being fifth is still
For
it's not a bad
Chippa,
position.
Not at all. Not at all, Shem.
things
Congratulations
stand.
to them. Yeah.
And I know it's your favorite team currently outside of Kaizer Chiefs.
he loves the Chili Boys.
They just play such good looking football. Just so entertaining.
They play hot football.
Ah.
And for them to be there, and we're looking at an Amazulu now who are literally like scraping their way to a win with new management in order or coaching in order. It just shows that you cannot call this league. I know somebody is going to say there's a certain team that's like leading by 6 points and they are most likely advantageous, but
Which team?
No, but it's
Say it
still
with
very
your
much
chest.
early to get excited. Len.
Like-
To be quite honest with you, it's still very much early. There's a lot of football that still needs to be played, and you can't get excited over this. But it's something beautiful to watch, to see that Sundowns is being challenged. As to how far they can take it. I'm hoping that as a Paris fan, I'm hoping that they can take it all the way to the last day or to the last match day, right?
But I like what you were saying, Len, is that it's nice to see that they're not going to run away with it.
Yes.
Regardless of what happens at the end of the season and who is the eventual inaugural champion of the Betway Premiership.
Chiefs.
It could be. It's unlikely, but it could be.
I'm
but
just trying to rub somebody
Sundowns
up.
aren't going to run. They're not going to run away with it, and
No,
that's
definitely.
clear at this point already. I think that's just good for the game and good for the league.
Yeah.
It's
Is
good
it because they're dropping the ball, or has everyone else stepped up a little?
Everyone have stepped up. I was about to actually say that last season around this time, Sundowns was far. And it's pleasant to see that there's a 2-point difference between Sekhukhune, for example, as well as Polokwane City to Sundowns. And they've all played 5 matches. So it's a clear indication that, all teams have come to the party. We're not saying Sundowns has not really felt it per se, but the other teams have really decided that this is the year of the Sekhukhune, Polokwane, or the Chili Boys.
Can I ask a very difficult question?
Of course.
Difficult to
Sure.
To everybody and myself as well.
Okay.
Who's gonna get relegated?
That is a very difficult question. That is a very good question because we were asked this question before the season
Yeah,
started.
and we
we
thought-
all had one answer, really. Royal Aim.
Well,
That is
Automatic or playoffs?
Relegation, it's automatic.
But we've already said the playoffs, we believe that any team in the Premiership is more likely to survive the playoffs than not. So we think only one team will
Let's
get
talk about
relegated
one team.
again.
I think Richards Bay.
Richards Bay.
Yeah.
I still say Royal AM.
Okay, fair.
Okay, do you want to talk about the gap so far between Royal AM and automatic relegation now currently? 6 points.
The truth is this, ne? AmaZulu and TS Galaxy will not find themselves here come the end of the season.
Well, AmaZulu are currently leading. They're already
Yeah.
taking themselves off of the foot of the table.
Yeah, and TS.
TS Galaxy should turn it around and come back. Magesi, Gallants, Richards Bay.
Yeah. Richards Bay are in trouble because
Richards
they've
Bay
already
Gallants.
played a match more than the bottom three.
They are on 6 matches. They
But
are
they're on
currently
5
playing
points.
Yeah, they're on 5 points. But
Still too early,
if
guys.
AmaZulu and Gallants win their next games, they drag them down.
So what do you think is the formula to survive in the Betway Premiership from a point perspective?
For every 5 games that you play, you need to collect at least 4 points. And then that, I think it equates to 30 points. You can do the maths.
6, 9, 12, 15. 5
Okay,
games.
William Smith.
Okay.
For every 5 games, you need to collect at least 4 points.
So that's
Okay.
Across 30 fixtures,
Yes.
it's less. 4 points from every 5.
Yes.
I'll do the math for you right now.
Okay,
So
4
10
points
will
from
be
every
to be
5.
8.
That's
6
30
times
divided
6
by
times
5.
4.
Yes, it's 6 by 4.
It's
That's
28.
28 points. You
But
more,
30 makes you survive though.
So that's a point per game average.
Yeah.
Because it's 30 games.
So you basically draw and you need
something in
one
that
win.
effect.
Yeah. So 28 points, surely you survive.
For every 5 games, actually, it's 5 points.
So
not 4.
A point per
A
game.
point a game.
Yeah.
Does it also matter?
That was if cheaper. If you remember back then, if you're a cheaper coach and you play 5 games and you don't get the 5 points,
Out.
you're out.
Well,
Sorry, I'm not
5
laughing.
points is 2 draws and a win.
2
Then
draws and a
you
win.
can lose 2.
Yeah.
Or you can win 2 and lose the other 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, because
it
Royal
hard, though?
AM had no, it shouldn't be.
Is it as a manager, would you say that that is a mountain?
In this country, we don't have managers, we've got coaches, but yes, it is hard.
It depends on who you're playing
I'm
up
talking
against
about
also,
football
because
in general.
sometimes
If
remember
you're on a
that
tough run of games and you
sometimes
don't get your 5
fixtures
points from your
could
5
work
fixtures.
against you, yeah.
But you can make it up though, don't you think?
Yes, but even so, and that's why I wanted to ask, does it matter when you accumulate these points? Does it have to be in the beginning? Does it have to be towards the end?
This is why when you're surviving relegation, the most important thing is to win the games against the teams around you. Because you're taking away 3 points from them.
And then you're
Getting the 3
you
points
getting the 3
yourself.
points, yes.
Yes.
just basically kicking the man when he's down.
Yeah, they call it a 6-pointer, right? When you're chasing for a title, when you play your title
Yes.
competition, they call it a 6-pointer. When you're fighting relegation and you play against they call it a 6-pointer.
Arsenal don't know that.
We'll get to Arsenal.
It's funny that
okay.
somebody didn't want to speak about Arsenal last week.
What did I tell you about the...
Hey,
I get you know.
names are expensive.
You know, I get...
Okay, yes, Marco, you were saying?
As these fixtures start to wrap up in the Betway Premiership, things still stand at 2-0 for AmaZulu, 2-0 for Orlando Pirates, and 1-0 for Sekhukhune United, and a red card for Richards Bay,
Oh, that sucks.
which doesn't help their cause, as
Yeah.
we were just saying. I mean, they tip his favourites to go down. And Mbutuma is going to miss a fixture or 3 in the Betway Premiership, depending on how that red card occurred.
Does Andile Jali still play for
Chipper.
Oh, he plays for Chili Boys.
Yeah, he was a man of the match
yes,
in
yes,
the
yes.
previous game.
Yes.
for Chipper.
Shame. I love that about him.
Okay, so back to the weekend's fixtures. Royal AM's Sekhukhune United, 2-0. And their chairman is cheering.
I promised them something.
Sekhukhune United has a good coach, guys.
Look,
Yes, they're
Sekhukhune
coming back
has a good
tonight
coach.
already.
They have a very good coach.
there's a reason why they finished, or they
fourth.
they're playing KEF right now, right?
No, they're
Confed.
out. They're out.
Oh yes, they got
They're
knocked out.
out.
Sorry, but
Only Steelers are left.
no, I
Yeah,
meant
in Confed, it's
yes,
only Steelies. Yeah.
yes. In
They're
terms
out.
of qualifying, sorry, that's what I meant to say. Right, and finishing 4th. That's not.
It's excellent.
It's not a small feat
No,
to
of
achieve, right?
Wow. Chiefs would know.
Eh?
No.
Which competition did they play in?
No, I'm just saying finishing fourth.
Okay,
Well, talking about Royal AM,
I'm not there.
I'm so
It's
confused.
okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
Like-
Telepathy. Me and Super Sub.
speaking of Royal AM, they're currently on 7 points from their 6 games. That is in line with your survival
They're
stats.
going to survive if they continue in this manner. Because they might, if they go and draw all their games, they're okay.
If they win tomorrow against Polokwane City,
Yeah.
which is a possibility, right?
Fair point.
They could win tomorrow against Polokwane City. That will put them on 10 points in 7 games. That gives them 3 free shots, according to your statistic.
Yep.
3 games to
Okay,
lose.
but
3
guys,
games to lose and you're still in line.
yeah, but remember, they have not also had a difficult past couple of matches. They play Supersport. Supersport, it was a draw. They played They played Cape Town City, but Richards Bay, MacG, we can't really say that is something to write home
MacG,
about.
big pirate.
So they.
Super
Yeah,
Sport,
we
big
know.
Chiefs.
Yeah, okay, but in the Premiership, because remember, it's different when it comes to cup competition and playing in the Premiership.
Fair
And
point.
Their time is coming. You know, if they can hold on to drawing even against like serious competitors, then I'm going to clap my hands.
But the thing
for
is,
them.
we were saying who's going to get, because they just need to survive, right? So if they're beating
If they
these
just
teams and
draw.
you're saying that's not something to write home about, that they're showing themselves to be better than the team.
Yes,
they
I'm
just
saying-
need to beat one of them.
Yes, I say, you look, and I said this last week. I said I applaud them for the consistency. Okay, because you'd rather go home with a point as opposed to going home with a 0, right? And conceding and giving 3 points to the next person. But I'm also saying in the same breath that they is still going to get tested. They are going to get tested later on in the season, and I want to see how consistent they're going to be.
Yeah, but
it's
Sipi,
going to get difficult.
when you're in that position that
Yeah.
Real M is on,
They're safe.
you need to be beating those around you. You know, you can
Or
lose to your
drawing against
Pirates,
them.
you can lose to your Pirates, to your Chiefs, to your whoever. But when you meet your MacG, capitalize wherever you
Yeah,
can
but
to
they
get
drew.
those
They were not even able to win that match.
No,
against
I'm just
MacG.
saying,
Yeah.
like, for example, if you meet those teams that we deem not so big, you have to capitalize and get maximum points.
Of
If
course.
not, go home with a draw.
They gave Sundowns a scare, actually.
They did. I think Sundowns is just in a funny space. Right
I
now.
think let's give Sundowns at least until match day 10.
I think we're all saying the same thing. Let's not all get too excited about
Is
anything,
everything
but
okay
it's an
in the
impressive
change room
start.
at Sundowns?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Is
That's what
everything
we were
okay?
told.
I don't think that they would. There's nothing to read into. It's one game,
Okay.
right? Londwa CBC saying, but this is still the beginning of the season. We know Royal AM.
Do we though?
He's hinting they're gonna crumble.
Well,
Do
maybe
we
he's
though?
all right. Maybe Tep is right as well. You know, we never know. But I'm just saying, like, I think we need to give credit to John Maduka.
Maduka ball.
They did.
Yeah, I think for him to do what he's doing with Royal AM with lack of resources and to still maintain such, to a degree, quality football, I think it's commendable.
And
Hey guys,
generally,
even the Cape Town City that we were thinking was going to come here and show us Flames are sitting in 11th position. Do you understand?
and generally, if you look at Royal AM, right, on any given match day, when the starting 11 comes out, they actually play with 10 men.
What does that mean?
No, it's
Because the
not
chairman's on the field.
Nah, no. But you
I'm
know
so
what?
done with that. I'm so done.
But Len, you've got a point.
I'm so
I don't know
done.
what kind of role he's playing, but I watched that game. I think for a good 6 or 7 minutes, he did not touch the ball. He does not know how to position himself.
Yes.
And I think also his teammate don't
trust him.
Don't have confidence in him.
Yes.
They don't pass him the ball.
Yes.
He just runs around and it's set.
Maybe he's just there for the fear.
Could be that, but also
And
remember,
it's a jersey number 10, guys. You know that.
remember,
Oh, what a wasted number.
remember growing up, the kid with the ball.
Yeah, ke polo ya ka, akusadlali.
Yeah, if he doesn't want to play, the game is
Polo yam.
over. But unfortunately, in this regard, he can't do that. But yeah,
Would you say it's a fair? I'm looking at this app here. Is this a fair valuation? They say his market value is 22,000 euros.
1,000 euros.
And
Which
it's
team?
only-
Which team would buy him?
His mother's team.
Outside of Onside, ZAFC will not even put him in the DDC team.
Dang. Anyway, but congratulations to Raw AM and Shem. Is number 10.
Sammy Bupane saying, I mean, guys, why is Mokoena no longer playing? Something is not like there.
What did I say? What did I... Guys,
But he
with the
did
smoke,
mention
there's
that
fire.
he's rotating players. So as a manager, and also there's a whole lot of football that needs to be played. You know, and you need to give minutes to play. What happens if Mokoena gets injured?
Because already they don't have Zwane.
They don't have Zwane. So you can see the number of games, including the international, that they have been playing. It's putting a strain on them. So you rather have the entire team ready to just step in by giving them minutes, you know. So I think it was a strategic move by Mangoba, but it did not yield any results. But had they won, we wouldn't be complaining where was Mokoena.
Fair point.
You know?
Fair point.
Hey, it's going to be tough for them. Then they play in Cape Town City on the 30th of October. And then they play Kaizer Chiefs on the 2nd. They have Polokwane City. Then they play Maniema from DRC. And then Sekhukhune. It's not going to be easy.
That's a tough run of fixtures.
Very tough.
Polokwane again.
Yes, they play Polokwane 06-11. What's the date today? Yeah. What's the date today?
It's a bit weird, though.
I know.
And Sundowns still have Club World Cup coming at the end of the season.
So to Super Sub's point,
Absolutely.
They've got quality guys. Those guys that went on to play Polokwane City are quality players. But unfortunately, they haven't been getting minutes.
Exactly.
Some of them, not all, obviously all of them.
They
but
could be rusty.
And
yeah, they are a
they
bit
couldn't
rusty.
move the bus.
yeah.
You know. So
Yeah.
I think he needs to start rotating his squad in order to survive all these competitions, and I think he will get it right. I think.
Okay, let's look forward to tomorrow's fixtures as those games wrap up. 2-0 Amazulu, 2 to Chippa United, 2-0 to Pirates over TS Galaxy. Red cards all round. Red card for Amazulu, red card for TS Galaxy, red card for Richards Bay. That game finished 2-0 to Sekhukhune United. Tomorrow's games, Golden Arrows against Supersport United.
Super Sport.
They seem to have turned a nice little corner on the
It
weekend,
was just
didn't
one
they?
win.
Did you see how
Just
personal
one.
it was?
Guys, did they not just win one match? It's Supersport
Okay,
United.
but just it's
It's a good turn.
it's
They tightened those wheel nuts we were complaining
bit.
about.
But I mean, after having such they have not been performing well for the past 3, if not 4 matches, I'm not excited by the one win. I'm happy for them, but that one win to me does not say much.
imagine bouncing back, beating Chiefs or Pirates.
Yeah.
Or
No,
a
but
Sundowns.
beating Chiefs is not like a thing, guys.
No, it is.
No, this season it is. This season it is.
This season it is.
Beating Chiefs, it's gonna go a long way in that dressing room.
When
I
was
can
it?
tell you that much.
Chiefs only other lost this season's against Sundowns, am I right?
Yes.
In the Betway Premiership.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was their second loss.
It's their second loss. So, and hey, Pretoria is not kind to them, but such is life sometimes. But did you see, speaking of that fixture, did you see the Chiefs bench going off at the referee?
You know, I think
That was rowdy. That was a lot.
we've got a problem in this country.
Decent.
What? The quality of the refereeing is the problem, or the respect for the refereeing is the problem?
The respect is not there because of the quality thereof.
There you go.
Subsequent.
There you go.
Yeah, look, I think it becomes difficult because these managers, their job relies on these games, you know, and you're a Kaizer Chiefs, you're Nabi, it's a back-to-back in the Premiership. You know, if you go and lose another game, it's your third game, you know, questions start getting asked. And if you're not losing those games fairly, it is a problem. I understand why he would be
Livid.
so angry, you know.
And you know what the weird thing is about it, right? I was having a chat with
Jessica.
I wish. I was having a chat with a colleague. There's currently the COSAFA Women's Cup
League. Yeah,
happening
sorry.
right
Yes,
now.
yes.
Do you know they've got VAR?
Yeah, but that's CAF.
What happened?
The VAR.
It's COSAFA,
Yeah, but it's isn't it sanctioned by CAF?
but it's COSAFA.
Cassava.
Kosafa's
know.
like Toyota Cup.
Exactly.
There's money there.
Drill Guy will agree with me on that.
There's money there.
Wait, Kosafa. Remember
Kosafa.
there was no payment. Remember there was no prize money the last time.
No.
Patrice Motsepe, guys,
No.
CAF has generated profits.
For Kev, Kosafa is not. So there's regions. Yes, he will.
Yeah, no, it's a South region.
Cool.
Yes.
And I'm saying Kosafa Cup in a sense that, and let's be real, that we know there's not that much money that gets pumped into women's football.
Yep.
We're not going to have that discussion.
No,
Chris.
we're not having that
he's not going there.
discussion. I'm not going there.
I sort of want to give him the floor and have a rant because we've not had a good one.
No,
No,
we're gonna
I know
have
it's
one.
coming. I know the wait.
Right? What I'm saying is, if Kosafa Women's Cup can have VAR, surely Safa can make a plan for the league. Surely.
Yeah, but I get it's in the works. Don't you trust Gayton?
Even me, I don't trust him.
Talk shop. GNU.
Okay, so tomorrow's fixtures. We've gone through Golden Arrow, Supersport United. I think we all feel like Supersport United should edge that one.
It's so sad. You know, Golden Arrows was kind of showing some signs of improving when they had Ugombela. It's sad that, you know, he left when he did because I'm not seeing them doing much right now. It's
No, they started pretty well.
They started okay.
They started pretty well.
They had
who's
2
there?
losses in a row. Moleko.
Kana, who's there?
Which team?
Striker, Golden Arrows coach.
Kagiso Dikhashi.
His assistant, who's the coach?
Mabuti Kanyeza.
Mabuti Kanyeza.
Mabuti, yes.
Not a bad coach and not a bad combo.
Yes, but do you see they had
losses in
when
a
we're
row.
talking about Golden Arrows, they lost against Kukune, they lost against Mamelodi Sundowns. Well, that was a knockout. They lost against Chipa United. In fact, they've had 4 losses in the past 4
But let's look at the
encounters.
quality of the opponents that they were going up
I mean,
against.
Sekukune, yes.
Top 4.
Sundowns, yes. Chipa United, okay.
Marco's favorite team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was Mamelodi Sundowns, MacG. They should have won against MacG. They could have easily won also or drew against Sekukune. And Chipa.
Why Lenyatas Kukun?
They could have drawn. It could have been a draw against Sekukune.
Sekukune is a
Sekukune.
top
I
14.
respect Sekukune, bro. That's what I'm
They are
saying.
top 14.
I know, but I mean, they can draw. Golden Arrow's not a bad team either. That's the thing.
Okay.
I get.
I see there's a lot of greens there on top there, Marco. What is that?
Don't worry about that. It means that Orlando Pirates have won all 6 of their fixtures so far in the league.
Safa, Orlando Pirates.
Ifani ke
Hey,
sinwabe.
Safa.
Guys, this is not the Pirates show, ne?
The Betway Premiership is the Pirate show.
It actually is. Even the color.
Nice one. Nice one.
Royal AM to catch a PK tomorrow.
Do you know,
I think in a way, it's a harder game because you can't park the bus. So now you have to come with a different strategy.
Royal AM is like that annoying ex.
Block.
You can't.
You can't block.
Yes.
They're
Why
there.
can't you block?
Because they're there.
They're there.
They
just,
know where you live. I don't know.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's just too good, you know?
Is that
Oh, also that.
is that the ex that you call at 4 a.m.
It's too good.
For no reason.
for no reason?
Yes.
And then they
you
show
stop
up.
by.
And they show up.
With a paper envelope, brown paper envelope.
And a speaker. You know. you the thing is, you want to write Royal AM off, right? But you can't.
They're resilient. I respect that about them.
And you said this last week.
Very resilient.
And I was against what you said. But
And they're holding on for dear life, Shem.
and you can't ignore them. That's the thing.
And you know, but that's the thing sometimes when you are faced with adversity, you know, this is a test. And this shows if you really got the chops or not. And right now, as it stands, Royal AM is actually showing that they've got the chops more than even the teams that we actually hold at a high regard. How it stands right
Because
now.
2 wins for them, they find themselves in the top 8.
Easy. Do you understand? Anyway.
Last season, Royal AM narrowly avoided relegation from the Premier League. However, Golden Boys have started the current season much stronger, already collecting 7 points from 6 matches to secure an interim 6th place in the standings.
Imagine.
In the previous round, Royal AM notched their first victory of the season, defeating Skukuni United 2-1. Before that, they suffered a loss to Mamelodi Sundowns and recorded 3 consecutive goalless draws. Clearly, this team knows how to organize a solid events. Polokwane City was a mid-table team last season, but this year they have set their sights on finishing higher than 9th place. The start of the season has been promising for the Orange and Blacks, who have collected 10 points in 5 matches, placing them in 4th. They are level on points with 3rd place Chippa United, who have played 1 match more. That is now outdated as of today's fixtures. But that is an interesting little read. And we will keep a close eye on that one tomorrow.
Yep, definitely.
Okay, back to the fixtures coming up. Mamelodi Sundowns versus Cape Town City. Chance for Sundowns to bounce back?
They should win that easily, I think.
We expect them to bounce back. They Sundowns.
Yeah, look, if I were to bet, I'll go a win for Mamelodi Sundowns or draw
What do you mean if you were to bet?
for these games tomorrow.
No,
Bet.
you must say when I bet.
Okay, when I bet tomorrow, when Len send me that voucher.
It might be a draw. He's correct. They are in a tricky place, the Sundowns, right now. I think it might be a draw or win for Sundowns.
But there's such a professional side. You don't see Sundowns just slip and then continue slipping and dipping, etc. But again, we've not seen. We don't know if there is problems in the dressing room. This might be a good gauge of that.
Sundowns.
If Sundowns were to lose tomorrow, then we should start asking questions. What's going on?
Sundowns don't necessarily drop points 2 matches in a row.
But this isn't last year's Sundowns.
But it's
what
Sundowns.
Sundowns is it, Hantle? Have we been able to establish what type of Sundowns have we
Too
received
early.
or we getting this season?
Super Sub, do you want to reiterate what you said earlier
What
on?
Sundowns is it that we're getting?
What do you mean now?
What did you say?
I mean, we know that the Sundowns of last year of last season was an untouchable Sundowns. That's what I'm asking. What Sundowns are we receiving now?
They're not competing on as many fronts as they did last season.
Okay.
Also anticipating there was no what do you call it? The AFCON was only in Jan, obviously. And from that, post that, was, okay, how do we manage our players? We look at it now. Half of the Bafana squad is Sundowns players. And they starters. So that's too much mileage for the players. So it's Mangoba trying to manage his squad. And also remember, even with the foreign players, some of them play for their respective national teams.
Yeah, so
Luso, yeah.
let's have a look at what Sundowns are able to achieve tomorrow. Quick one on Cape Town City.
I don't even know.
Sustain.
Yeah, I mean,
Tinkler this season is not really tinklering, man.
5 points from 4 games. 1 win, 2 draws, 1 loss.
You see, he's going according to the formula.
But
He's
I was
going according
expecting
to
so
the
much.
formula.
Which position did they end up last season? Was it not 4th or 5th position?
They were in the top 8. I know that because they
But
played
they were coming.
in the MTN 8
Yeah.
against.
So I'm
I
actually
think they were higher because they played.
They will definitely finish up top 10 or top 8. You know, there's no issues there. It's a slow start. You know, I mean they've only lost 1 game and draw I think 2. No, Marco.
Yes, that's right.
So
And they've played fewer fixtures than everyone else now currently. As
I don't think there's
stand.
panics. They should be panic.
So they're the
They
only
shouldn't be
team.
on panic mode.
John never panics.
If they are to win their next game, okay, at Sundowns, it would put them 6th,
just like that. Yeah.
just like that.
I see. Oh yeah, because the middle is a bit tricky. It's literally just 1 game, and then you just might tower over everyone.
But like one of the ballers said, it's still too early in the season. Guys.
Too
Agreed.
early.
It's too
when do we
early.
start to
That's what I was
panic?
like. Let's talk.
In February,
In Feb.
And then
after
there's
Valentine's.
2
Match
more
day
midweek
10.
fixtures before the calling knockout break. Is Magesi or hosting Kaizer Chiefs tomorrow?
It could go either way. Yes, MacG is clearly full of surprises.
Kaizer Chiefs
Ah,
on
no, Chiefs
back-to-back
to win.
losses, right?
I think Chiefs is gonna win.
Chiefs will win.
Just to say, hey,
We're still here.
yeah.
And also to build up confidence ahead of the Culling knockout.
Do you think
Match.
Nabi wants to put his foot down on complacency? Put a thumb on it quickly.
Definitely. I think Chiefs is going to come out guns blazing tomorrow. And we saw cracks in Magezi's team towards the end of that game against Orlando Pirates. They open up at the back, and I think Chiefs is going to pounce your Villa Kazis and all those youngsters. I think they're doing well, and I think they're going to express themselves tomorrow. Watch.
And also take into account its responses. Let's take SuperSport United, for example. Got battered by Chiefs. Got spanked by Pirates. And they're like, okay, cool. We need to respond. They did.
Yeah, they eventually did, Shem.
Well, and there was a terrific save needed from Mbanjwa in the Chiefs game. So a 1-0 win for SuperSports. The Chiefs lost their game by one single goal.
Yeah.
And then
Mbanjwa
there's
was
a world-class save from
He
a
was-
goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He was in good form.
That was, I think, Villa
So-
Kaz's shot. No?
Yeah. So we can't go too deep into that saying
Yeah.
Chiefs are falling or whatever. So
No.
let's see what happens tomorrow. I also fancy Chiefs to win, but I'm a bit biased. We know that.
And also, they will hate to go 3 games in the league without a win.
They would
Hence,
not
I'm
make
saying
sense.
the responses. Because remember, I think SuperSport United lost in the
They
cup.
went 3, and then they were like, nope, that's enough.
No, but okay. Like you said earlier on, cup and league, not the same
At
thing.
its one, yes.
Right? SuperSport got nibbled in the cup.
Yes.
And they got spanked in the league.
Yo?
And they were like, okay, cool. We need to respond.
We need
Yep.
a plan now.
Yes. And they did.
And then
I think Chiefs will do the same.
I think so too.
the last of our Betway Premiership fixtures before the calling knockout break from the league is Stellies against Maruma Gallants.
How we know?
We don't. Do we?
No.
Stellies are
Stellies.
running fine. They 8 points, 6th position. It's
Yeah.
not even as good a start as we expected from them. The adjustment to joining continental football seems to have slowed them down a little, but that happens to everyone who was a surprise package to get into continental football, right? So, like we saw it with Newcastle, we've seen it with everyone but Aston Villa. You know, they seem to be the only ones who seem to manage
And also
it
with
fine.
Stellies,
But
I
Male
think,
Salah is not a walkover either, guys.
no,
Hey, but he's
granted.
not sitting pretty, eh?
He's not exactly. And I mean, come on. It's at the end of the
Popovic.
day, it's still Gallant and it's still Den at the helm.
Yeah.
And he's very dead set on his style of football.
Aye, but
Yeah,
he's getting
no,
relegated.
Gallant's-
He's played 5 games and he's got 4 points. It's
Just-
finished.
He's almost, no, he's 1 point away from the
He need one more point.
Yes.
He's finished. Okay, calling knockout matches coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
Richards Bay hosting Cape Town City Saturday 3:00.
City to win. That we,
Yeah.
City to win.
City to do Richards Bay the favor and kick them out so they can concentrate on the league.
It's not like they're going to be concentrating, but okay.
Easy win for City.
Yeah.
Oh, easy. Then the big one, Saturday, 6 p.m. Kaizer Chiefs, Mamelodi Sundowns. Quarterfinal of the Calling Knockout Cup.
Sundowns is winning this one.
I love Chiefs, but Sundowns is
Oh.
going to win this game.
He finally came out.
Of what closet?
Saying you love Chiefs.
No, they are a lovable team.
No,
But he loves
know what?
Sundowns as well. He just doesn't
Yes.
like Pirates.
No.
That's going to be a big game.
Big game.
Chiefs have to win tomorrow to have the confidence for Saturday.
Sundowns
Whether
as
they
well.
win tomorrow or not, the confidence up against Mamelodi Sundowns is still going to be a serious feat if they win.
Yeah, both teams have to win tomorrow just to
Confidence
go
or
into
not.
that game
They
confident.
both have not had the best past couple of days.
Yeah,
so-
they both had bad
Yeah.
weekends. So they need to win tomorrow
So-
to get the confidence for Saturday.
Yeah, their tomorrow will determine the mentality that they're gonna go with in the weekend. But
Okay,
it's one of
you
those
said
fixtures.
Sundowns.
Yes.
If Chiefs are to win tomorrow and Sundowns are to lose tomorrow, would you change your opinion?
No.
I don't
What's up?
see it.
I'm saying Chiefs is going to nibble Sundowns on Saturday.
Sure.
Yo.
Interesting.
If Chiefs lose tomorrow and Sundowns win tomorrow, do you change your opinion?
Chiefs, I think Chiefs is
Still
gonna.
gonna nibble Sundowns on
Chiefs,
Saturday.
It's gonna cause an upset.
I
on
don't
Saturday.
see that.
Tippy, darling?
I see a Sundowns win.
For a change, we agree on something. Yay!
Sorry, Tippy, your bet slip's done now.
It's over.
Sunday, Maruma Gallants versus Stelis.
Stelis.
They need
It
to
could be a
concentrate on the
draw,
league again,
but,
Gallants.
yeah, Stelis
Things
going
aren't
to
going
win.
well so far. They can turn it around.
Defending
But-
champions, Stelis. They want to win it again. I mean, if
And
there's-
they're a good cup side. They were just in the final of the MTN8.
yes,
They won this competition last season.
They are still in confed as well. So, yeah.
They lost the subsequent final that you get into for winning this final. But
yeah, but that's a Malacca game. That one.
that's what
Got
in
the
the
chops.
last 3 domestic finals, they were in all of them
yes,
in South African football. So yeah, Stelis. Safe bet.
Chim.
yeah.
TS Galaxy Magesi.
Yo, that's
TS
a tough
is,
one.
I feel like
eh?
TS is coming back. Isn't TS the Galaxy
This
coming
is an
back
opportunity to get into the semi-finals.
It's those pictures that you like, Marco. That are gonna surprise you.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a difficult one to call because you
TS
look-
Galaxy have had a bad start.
Yes.
They should be the better side.
now? Naturally.
Just Galaxy are down at the bottom. They haven't won a
Bottom,
game.
they
That's
are
what we're
kissing the
saying.
floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Magezi are new boys on the block.
Yeah. Who just knocked out Orlando Pirates?
Exactly.
Yes.
So their tails are up.
They are.
Oh. I
It
say
could-
the game will go on penalties. And Galaxy will win it via penalties.
Because they experienced?
Yes.
Ah. Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
Well, in the Betway app, you just choose a 0-0 draw. And that's where you make your money.
Yes. Simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
Well, that's a wrap up. Looking forward to more calling knockout action this weekend before the return of the Betway Premiership next week. Okay, let's jet off to
Wait. Whoa.
Huh?
let's jet off to France.
Why? What are we doing in France, friend?
Bonjour.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, Super Sub, can you ask Man City if we can catch a lift?
Oh, wow. Okay.
They are no city.
The plane is full. Ballon d'Or. Congratulations to Rodri.
Well deserved.
Um,
Well deserved.
Was
For
his
me-
injury ever going to come at the expense of him receiving that award? Did it matter?
No, it didn't.
Okay.
It was outside the football calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I found this Ballon d'Or interesting because I have no respect for it anymore anyway. I
Why?
lost when Robert Lewandowski didn't win that Ballon d'Or. I lost respect for it. I think Messi won it above Lewandowski and it was ridiculous at that stage, right?
Look at the Ballon d'Ors as any other award. They're just a popularity contest. They're not about merit.
But how are Real Madrid players not more popular than a Rodri? Rodri is the first Premier League player to win
win a
Ballon
Ballon
d'Or
d'Or
since Cristiano Ronaldo was at Manchester
Yes.
United all those years ago.
That's crazy.
The first Premier League player since Cristiano Ronaldo all that time ago. So if you're talking popularity contest and you're saying Rodri is more popular than Vinny Jr. and Jude Bellingham because he plays for City, Premier League, what, that's a bad
Yeah.
comparison
It's a bad
because
comparison because I believe Jude and Vinny were actually more
but
popular.
Let's look at it this way, right? And it's in where am I able to say pissed off? Well, I know I'm able to, but am I allowed to say pissed off?
Well, you can start your rant before you go into the next part of your rant.
Okay, cool.
Is warming us up.
Hey, I can feel it.
I'm getting ready.
I want to charge. Muleka, can you charge?
It's we.
To me, the C type there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say never mind. Okay, Rodri won the Ballon d'Or because he played for a team that won the Euros. The Ballon d'Or is very Eurocentric.
I think it's very international football centric.
That too, but
So like Messi has won more Ballon d'Ors than anyone, so it can't be Eurocentric.
Is it because of
Or
what
is it,
he's done
is
at
it because he
home?
won Champions Leagues?
But also
Is that what you're hinting?
remember when Messi was winning the Ballon d'Ors? It's when the Ballon d'Or and FIFA were one thing.
Before the
they
split
yes.
into the FIFA Men's Player of the
Yes.
Year award.
The
right.
best. I think that's what they call it.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, continue. Are you still cooking?
No, I'm waiting for my intro.
But this is this is a pre-rant.
Like,
This is a Len Moleko pre-rant
It's a
because I
warm-up.
know the rant is still coming. This is a rant warm-up by Len Moleko.
So, awards are unfair because
Terribly.
you vote based on how you feel on the day, and like I said, not on merit. All right? Did Vinny deserve to win? Maybe. There was a shot for him. But like you said earlier on, it seems as if like international football is looked at prior to anything. But then also, if you do that, which international football takes precedence over the other?
Yes. Okay. Now I'll allow
So is
you
it
to rant.
Euros?
I just
Is
want to
it World Cup? Is it-
address this unknown XX saying Messi played in Europe, Marco. I understand. We were talking from an international football perspective. That's why I asked the question, or do you mean it was because of the European Champions League? What is it that Len meant they prioritize? Okay. This right now is a Len Moleko rant brought to you by Betway. Get way more.
ding, ding.
Which international... So Ballon d'Or, we've seen a trend
Yes.
where players receive awards based on the performances of their international teams. If you win a World Cup, you're more likely to win a Ballon d'Or.
Granted.
If you win a
Euro.
European Championship,
Yep.
you're way more likely to win a Ballon d'Or. Robert Lewandowski plays for Poland. He's not won a Ballon d'Or, even the year that he really deserved it. Luka Modric won a Ballon d'Or when Croatia
Final World Cup.
They were in a final of a World Cup, and they had just been in the finals of the Euros as well before that, if I believe, something along those lines.
Yes.
Or it was consecutive finals or consecutive semi-finals in the
Semi-finals,
World
yes,
Cup,
yes.
right? So Croatia had been performing, and Modric won a Ballon d'Or.
Yes.
Now Rodri has won the Euros, and that has favored him. Which international performances mean the most, Len Moleko?
I'm going to ask a simple question. And my rant is not a rant in terms of a rant, it's just a question. When last did an African-based player win anything where FIFA is involved or where the Ballon d'Ors are involved?
I don't think that is even a question anymore. I think being an African is a bit of a curse, and you must just know that no matter how good you are in whichever field, in whichever competition you find yourself playing in, it's near impossible to be recognized.
If you are African and you play in Europe,
Still.
you know you're more likely to be looked at.
Outwani. Yes, but even
If you
that,
are African and you play on the African
forget.
continent,
It's never. It's not for you.
Good
I mean,
luck.
we've just mentioned right now. It's Eurocentric. It's international, and yeah.
with the Pushkas, I think Oscarin's goal come on.
Against Orlando Pirates.
I just said Oscarin's goal. You didn't have to mention who they
No,
were
no.
playing against.
So I'm just trying to refresh my memory.
Okay.
That was the goal, and they should have won. you know.
Exactly.
Coaching those players on the ground,
Yeah.
Will elevate.
there's nothing new. The same method all the way up. But now, that's why you'll find that our players, when they get to the PSL,
Recognized by them.
We want to be recognized by them. We don't care about our own leagues. We don't invest in our own leagues. The moment we've got a
Which award shows do we have, by the way, that are prestigious as these
Kef
ones?
Awards.
we do have CAF awards, but
What
I'm
else?
saying like we are so obsessed with the European football to a point where that we even forget ourselves.
But Ballon d'Or is a global football award.
But it's
Or
technically
supposed
not.
to be.
It's supposed to be, but it's not.
It's
Like,
not.
Okay.
If you look at the Kef Awards, right?
Yes.
There's, and this is going to what Super Sub was saying. If you look at the Kef Awards, there is an award for best player of the year. And then there's still best player of the year based on the continent.
Yeah. I don't rate Ballon d'Ors or whatever, man.
All
What do you
those
call it? Ballon d'Or.
Well, slam all of them.
Door.
Yeah, I don't rate them, man. I think
I agree.
I think we can sit here, guys, and try crack the criteria that they use. We can never come close to understanding it. Because the example that Marco just made, that if you play for a country and you go to the World Cup and sort of achieve something in the World Cup, you are more likely to win it. You go look in 2011, Spain had won the World Cup. Who won it?
No, 2010 you mean?
Yeah, 2010. I'm talking about the Ballon d'Ors in 2011. Spain had just won the World Cup with your Iniestas, your Xavi. I think Xavi came at number 4 or number 5.
Popularity contest.
You see, so it's you can never know what is the criteria, and I think Ballon d'Or are more political than football based.
Is Rodri the first DM to win a Ballon d'Or?
I don't know.
Modric, well, we could say
depending on which role he plays on the day, but he's the first midfielder outside of either DM or attacking mid to win it since Modric. Because
It's mostly attacking players who win Ballon
it's
d'Or.
mostly attacking play. And the last, has a goalkeeper ever won a Ballon d'Or?
I don't think so. And the only African to ever win a Ballon d'Or was George Weah.
And he was the one who was presenting the Ballon d'Ors yesterday. The
apparently
irony.
Ronaldo was supposed to present the Ballon d'Or for somebody else. Hey, it's a mess.
It was a miss,
it's
but
a
even
miss.
so, is it okay? We get it.
Okay.
Okay, we've just spoken about how it's a popularity contest and it's unfair, and the Real Madrid players not being in attendance. Obviously, what do we make of that?
Because they knew Vinny was not going to win. That's why
Yeah.
they didn't go.
No class.
But what do we make of that?
No class. Just go. You won men's team of the year.
How sportsman like?
When Ronaldo knew he was not going to win, he never attended.
But we know he's a crybaby.
But that's, again, no class. Just go. Just go. Ask City for
And also
I
they
don't
got
know.
nibbled, guys. Let's they got nibbled.
But I think as well, the Ballon d'Or is getting to a point where it's like the summer of South African music, like where people no longer care about them.
You know when you say summer of South African music, you literally just repeat
said it
what
the
you
same
just said.
circumlocution.
Are you that angry that he says the psalmist don't matter? That you have to correct him? We know what he's saying. Are you that angry? You're super sub. You're making people angry by saying the psalmists don't matter.
You know what I mean? So I think they don't care. And I think eventually teams are going to start boycotting.
them, yeah.
Mackleberry Ballon d'Or is like Kufa Cup.
Basically.
Wow.
Thank
Is there
you.
an award that you guys were happy? Is there a person that was awarded and you're like, you deserve it?
Overall, I don't think you can argue for or against. If Vinny won it, I'd say yes. If Rodri won it, yes. I think both deserving. I can't
Fabio
argue with that.
Cannavaro, 2006
when they won the World Cup
Yes. For a defensive player,
to win it, but he was phenomenal.
yes, to win that award,
That is a feat.
where you were playing around the likes of Thierry Henry, Ronaldinho, Cristiano Ronaldo, and for you to actually go that level and win that was huge.
D-Dope saying, so Marco, you're trying to say that Williams just wanted to fly knowing he won't win. I think it was a big deal and we should still be proud of Ronwin Williams.
He should
But Emi Martinez over Ronwin. He plays in England, but he didn't win any trophies.
He got
He-
Aston Villa to qualify for Champions League.
Ronwen won the Betway Premiership.
Of course, we just
He won the
compared
And
it.
you
African
saw
Football League.
AFCON.
And then
And the AFL.
Martinez won the Copa America.
Yeah,
Saving
but
penalties there as well.
Ronwen has got a bronze from AFCON.
Len Moleko ran for us. Is South American football more important than African football?
So
Clearly.
South American football is actually being put on a much bigger pedestal than African football. The powers that be in world football don't give a damn about Africa. It's almost as if like we...
And Asia, probably.
Well, yeah, Asia.
But I don't think they even care. I don't think the Asians
But you
care.
know why he's saying Asia? Because we don't care about Asian
Exactly.
food.
I don't even think they care.
Ish. They play football there.
We
Damn.
hypocrites.
Imagine playing
take
football in
Asia
Vietnam.
We don't take Asia seriously.
I mean, even the MLS has got much more of attention than African. Okay, let's forget Asia. Than African football does. But if you look at it, the amount of talent that is shipped around the world from the continent.
But that's exactly how the world is. It's just happening from a footballing perspective. Africa is that place that you come and take the nice things, the resources, and you just, benefit from. That's exactly how it is. And we're not recognized. It happens everywhere. This is not just not a
Look,
phenomenon.
we celebrate Ronwen Williams as a country. I think for him to be nominated is a big deal. And
rightfully so.
Yeah,
And just
what
the
makes it
recognition.
even worse, what pisses me off even more, with the voting, he was number 10.
Number 9, I think.
9 or 10, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't get
Number
it.
9 goalkeeper in the world. Ronwen. Saved how many penalties in a row at AFCON?
How many clean
All of
sheets?
them.
Yeah, no.
He saved all the penalties in a shootout. 4 penalties in a row or something.
Like I'm saying, guys, the criteria that these people use.
Aye. Anyway.
Because first it was, I believe it was people voting.
Oh,
No,
the international
those-
press and it's,
So there's
yeah.
a panel that is selected by, what's the name of that publication again?
International, yeah. I know what you mean.
I don't know. I don't read newspaper
France,
in
I think
France.
it's France Football. I just forgot the name. So they put a panel together, right? So it's panel of journalists and
Ex-players.
And
ex-players
ex-coaches
and whatever,
also.
and ex-coaches and whatever, right? So they sit down,
Ex-coaches. Okay.
The Amorin group.
like the 10 Hags of this world. Sorry, I had to take that jab.
L'Equipe. It says here.
Oh,
very, very
L'Equipe.
quickly, yes.
L'Equipe.
L'Equipe, yeah.
Yes, it's called
L'Equipe.
Yes,
Yes.
right? How many people in France were watching AFCON?
They don't care, bro. Probably a lot because, France.
They're coming to take players.
Probably a lot, yes. Actually.
In France,
get
probably
annoyed.
more.
The under 21, because if it's the senior AFCON, they can't take players, so they don't watch that one, but they'll watch the under 18s.
Because also, you know that a lot of managers in the Premier League and most of the European leagues hate the fact that AFCON is in Jan.
They do,
Because it
takes
disturbs
their players.
Yes, it disturbs their players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're also not doing justice to ourselves.
How so?
Hey, does everything have to revolve around them even?
Also.
Well,
Like, when are we going to just have our thing? Do you understand how many
then we
times?
shouldn't worry when our players do not win.
We
The moment we are worried is because we want to align with them.
Okay, beat them or king. What's the
If
phrase?
you can't beat them, join them.
Yes.
That's the thing.
That was a Len Moleko rant brought to you by
joining-
Betway. Get way
Yes,
more.
but there's joining and then there's assimilating. And I think what we do is assimilate. There's nothing wrong with joining and having a sort of equal place in the sporting fraternity. And then there's assimilating where you just like, okay, do with me as you please. And I think that's exactly what happens with us.
I've got a question, right?
Yeah.
During their prime, outside of George,
Who's George again? Oh, Lebese.
no, where?
Oh,
Yo, Lewis is far from that Ballon d'Or.
like,
Yo, very far.
Not even PSL player of the
He
year.
is in Cairo, the Ballon d'Or is in Cape Town.
Yes.
Cape
From
to
Cape to
Cairo.
Cairo. During Samuel Eto's prime, who was better than him?
From African perspective,
No,
or
from world perspective.
when he won everything with Inter. Or when he won everything with Barcelona.
let's throw in names. Thierry was there.
Yeah, well,
We're
some
talking Samuel
didn't
Eto'o.
Michael
It says
Owen win?
Ronaldo Nazario.
Oh, R9.
R9.
Yeah, okay. But
No,
didn't
2006 R9 was.
didn't
he
Michael
was
Owen?
washed.
Yeah, didn't Michael Owen win a
George
Ballon
Weah,
d'Or during that
obviously.
time?
Didier Drogba.
Michael Owen won it in 2001.
2001. Yes, you're
01.
right.
Didier Drogba.
But that's when it was. So remember, the Ballon d'Or was still L'Equipe, and then there was not the FIFA awards, I think,
Hey guys, we don't care enough about
Yeah,
Ballon
no.
d'Or to carry on about
Comment
this.
ça
Let's
va?
move on. Anyway, well done, Ronwin Williams. We're proud of you, Ronwin Williams, and
big
we're
ups,
happy.
Ronnie.
We're happy you got to wear a great suit and stand on that stage with some of the best players in the
Yes,
world.
and I'm willing to give him that award if he wants it.
Oh la
What?
la la la!
Let's play. Yeah, continue. Marcus.
Hey,
He's playing. He's playing tomorrow.
Doesn't mean he can't be awarded.
Ivo, like, what do you mean?
okay.
So in that regard, does it mean Tsepi's gonna score?
He's gonna score.
No, but he's a goalkeeper.
Oh snap! Dang,
She's a
yeah.
keeper.
Ooh, I'm a keeper. What do you mean?
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
Marco, skis, Marco. Ish. Get
Let's move
excited.
on. Are we ready to go around the world?
Let's do that quickly.
This is Around the World with Tepi Worldwide, brought to you by Betway
Betway.
and the Aviator game. Head on over to the Betway app and join Aviator and be sure to cash out before the little plane flies away.
Of course.
Tepi darling.
We go into Nigeria very quickly. This is feedback because of the saga between Libya and Nigerian Football Association. It says here that the Confederation of African Football, which is CAF, has made a long-awaited decision in favor of Nigeria, awarding the Super Eagles 3 points and 3 goals after Libya's forfeiture in the recent contested African Cup of Nations qualifiers. You would remember that this happened, the drama where there was a plane that landed somewhere else and Nigeria was obviously upset, and because of that, they have been awarded 3 points. Subsequently, the Libya's match against Nigeria was ruled a 3-0 loss, and the Libyan Federation received a $50,000 fine, which is payable within 60 days.
Super sub.
So,
You taking him to Nigeria?
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
That's why I laughed actually.
I think the Libyan Football Federation took it a notch above what Nigerian did to them when they visited them.
They
took it
Gaddafi'd.
to, yep. Oh, dang.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm asking.
They took it a notch above, and as a result, this is the punishment. So, at the end of the day, it's not something that we are happy about in terms of football. It should not have happened, and I think it's right that CAF sanctions them. You know, in as much as I don't like Nigeria, but things like these
You?
do not belong in football, and Nigeria does not deserve that as well.
I think
1
it
point,
also,
1 point.
yeah,
And both teams get
yes.
payable fines. Why
Yes,
not?
because it's a culmination. Remember
So,
that we've
I
had
think-
these issues before. Why does it feel like the Nigerian national team is where it stops? Like the buck stops with them.
No, so I think, like I said, I think the Libyan team took it a notch above.
Levels.
because we know our friends in North Africa, they don't play, guys.
They're not nice.
You
yeah.
know, and I don't think CAF has got measures in place to investigate these things. And if they deem it unsporty, then it is, guys. And then we should applaud them for sanctioning Libyans. That will send a message to say, guys, let's treat each other like human beings and let's respect each other when we visit our countries. You know, and
So why was it not investigated with what happened to us and what happened to Libya?
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, maybe my English is terrible, guys.
Kakati.
But I'm saying that they
Sorry,
went
you're sounding
overboard.
Nigerian, but yeah, carry on.
They
Wow. What?
listen,
Okay.
yo. They went overboard.
Okay, Olga.
You can't. I mean, those guys were stuck in the airport for what?
16
Over 12
hours or
hours,
something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
More than that. You know, it's not the same as us. I think we were just diverted to travel longer. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's the same in terms of what the Nigerian did to us and to Libya. I think the Libyans just went overboard. You know, just imagine landing to an airport where there's no one and you don't even have food.
They Gaddafi'd. That's what I said.
Londwa saying Ronwin is married and Macoberry replying, wasn't Sia Khaleesi married? I'll leave it there.
Well, and it's also South African.
Can I just add on to this, Nep? By the way, so it says here also that the Libyan Libya seeks legal action against the Tunisian pilot. So it says here Libya has taken legal action against the Tunisian pilot following the testimony that favored Nigeria in the AFCON. So they're actually going up against the pilot now.
Because I think the video that he sent was actually the swing. in the whole case. The pilot that Tepi is
Yes.
referring to, he was actually the swing.
Okay.
That's what made Nigeria win the case. But okay, it's fine.
Asiko la.
Nigerians are crybabies, and usually they almost get allowed to
To get away with BS.
things.
Yeah, they get away with BS, honestly. Okay, let's move on. We're coming to South Africa very quickly. Senzo Meyiwa, no justice yet. 10 years on since his brutal murder. I believe it was his 10-year anniversary of his passing this past weekend. What do we say?
I've got a problem with that phrasing.
Of his killing, his brutal killing.
So,
murder.
how do you
can't say
say-
his passing?
We are celebrating our 10-year
We're celebrating his life.
marriage. No, marriage anniversary. Mari, you also celebrate 10 years of that. Like
It's an oxymoron.
Have you never met someone who celebrates a divorce?
Oh yeah, divorce parties are all over.
I've never attended one.
Hey,
You don't want to, trust me.
I feel like
Okay.
I was on
Weird.
one.
But back to the subject.
Yeah.
I mean, awful. I think it's a very public case of something that's a regular occurrence in South Africa. And I don't know if you can blame police for not doing their job well enough, or if police can't handle, or if police aren't given the tools that they require. But I think this all sits at the very top of policing, and those are the people who need to take responsibility
But
for
10
these
years.
things. 10 years is a long time. But the longer that a case goes unsolved, the more
Cold.
likely it is that it will never be solved, right?
End
Yeah.
up as a cold case.
The colder it becomes.
Because I remember on the day of his shooting, sometime around these few days back in 2014, Kana, who's a Pirate striker who missed during the game against Al Ahly
Oh, Miss
in a final, man.
Lennox Bakela.
Bacela was my neighbor, and he was actually teammate with Senzo.
Oh, shame.
So
Something weird happened to me this past weekend, actually, speaking of Senzo. So I was wherever, I'm forever somewhere, right? And I exchanged contacts with a person. And it seems that person now has Senzo's number because when they buzz me, my phone near Senzo Meyiwa.
yo, Ubuali Dipoko.
He played for Pirates after all.
What does that even mean?
Look, all I can say is rest in peace, Senzo.
Yeah.
You slow.
Because, hey, oh, no, wait, you suck. I'm not even laughing at that.
Don't laugh.
Yeah, and that's all we have for you guys worldwide.
Thank you, darling. That was Around the World with Tepi Worldwide, brought to you by Betway and the Aviator game. Remember to cash out before the plane flies away, and you can be one of those. Remember last year where people were 5 million new millionaires on a weekend from Aviator?
Unless if you're Nigerian, then the plane is not going to fly away.
Oh, it's not going to arrive.
Yeah.
They're going to
It's not
arrive in the
like
wrong
it.
place. Luckily, we're not in Nigeria. Thank you so much for that, darling.
Thank you, darling.
Brought to you by Betway. Get way
more, thank
more. Okay. Can we talk about my compatriot, my fellow Portuguese?
The elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room. Listen, managers come and go.
Do they, though?
But speaking of elephants, the only place that managers don't come and go is at Jomo Cosmos.
Oh, fair point.
No, yes. And they don't drive buses either.
But Manchester United chop and change managers fairly frequently since the retirement of Sir Alex Ferguson, and it's another one who's. I was surprised by the timing. Let's put that there.
May I
first
ask,
of all.
was it because of the West Ham loss, or was it just something that
It's
was
been
going
long
to
coming.
happen?
It's
No,
been long
so
We
coming.
said it was inevitable, but Al Sakiko was the last nail
Al
in the
Sakiko.
coffin.
Yeah.
Wow.
So here's my theory, right? Ineos, in terms of managing anything sports-wise, doesn't work.
Tell me why.
Well, you can look in France and you can look elsewhere where they own football
they've
clubs.
got a yachting team. They've got they bought a stake in an F1 team.
They're very good at bicycles. Bicycle
No,
racing.
their team actually did very bad at the Tour de France.
Okay.
So
So you're saying
So they must stick to petrol
that's it.
and the Grenadier car.
that having them there is not going to solve Man United's problem?
No,
Because the problem has been this before they
Yes.
got there. So it just,
And they got there, and the problem
think-
is continuing.
Sir Alex Ferguson just managed to keep Man United ticking over when David Gill left the club, etc., when it was the takeover from the Americans in the first place.
Who was the ugly-looking guy who always looked angry?
Oh,
Previous,
the owners.
no.
They still own the club.
No, CEO. Or
Oh, yeah.
I forgot his name.
Woodward.
Yes.
Ed Woodward.
Ed Woodward, yes.
Yeah, he was terrible.
But at the time, Man United they stayed afloat.
is afloat enough for Man United.
Listen, Man United still make money. Ed Woodward was good at that. But he wasn't good at sporting decisions. And Man United still have not been good at sporting decisions. Remember, Ed Woodward, was he not still there when Anthony was purchased?
He was. Yes. But then again, support the manager. That's what you do as a CEO. If I am Eric Ten Hag and I come with this great plan on some Anthony, and Man United outside of Anthony, they have not bought bad players.
But what?
Let's
do you
be
mean?
honest.
They spent a lot of money
Isn't it
on
like over
Onana, I
600
think.
million?
That was quite a lot.
Yeah.
But
then-
Onana is not a bad keeper.
Not at all.
Man United signed very good players, but they've overspent.
Where's the lack of support coming from? Before we get lost with what Len is going at.
The leg of support for
No, he didn't say there's a lack of support. He's saying support the manager with what he wants. And Manchester United
Is he
did
not
that.
was he not being supported with what he wants? Because it's sort of like saying that Ten Hag was not being supported.
Let's look at it like this, right? And I need to sit back for this.
Wait, answer the question, yes or no?
I'm answering him with let's look at it like this,
Because I'm very interested. Okay.
right? For the past, let's say 5 seasons, the players that a City, a Liverpool, a Arsenal, a Chelsea bought, right?
Yes.
Why was Man United not in it for those? Well, outside of Mason Mount, but I guess nobody wanted him.
Mason Mount could have been free at the start of this season. And he played how many games last season? 10.
Cole Palmer, you go in for him. We look at the
man.
Califioris. No, so
Are you saying they were not buying quality? Is that what you're saying?
Isn't Ten Hag the person who
he's
decided
saying-
what to buy?
He's saying, why is there so much disparity between targets for Manchester United and other top Premier League clubs? But Harry Maguire was snatched from Man City.
fair point. He's still Harry Maguire.
Yeah, he was snatched from Man City. So is the problem the players? Is Harry Maguire
Because I don't think the
bad
problem
footballer?
is the players. Garnacho is a quality player.
Okay, Man United have been carried by their academy again. Let's be honest. Would Man United have won the Carling Cup and the FA Cup without their academy? The answer is no.
King saying here, but Erik ten Hag is the only United manager to win multiple trophies since Alex and Jose.
Yeah.
Fair point.
But here's my question to you, King. Are Man United a good football side?
They are.
No, see, here's the thing, guys. And
When
it's-
you watch Manchester United play
They have
football,
good players. They don't play good football right now.
have you ever seen Man United play really good football
You
under
want to
Erik Ten
sleep
Hag?
when they play.
Have you ever seen them play
It's very
really good
confusing.
football?
I do.
They had a fairly good game against Man City, a surprisingly good game in the FA Cup final. But tactically, they were the worst team that pulled off a result tactically, right?
So, but Marco, my question is, right? If this podcast is bad, is it because of
The host.
the network or is it because of
the
us?
host.
It's because
Or
of
because
us.
of the host
It's because of us.
or Super Sub?
It's me. The buck stops with me.
And that's what Man United is. The players are the ones that go on the field. Yes,
Yeah.
like you know how to play football.
So I think I'll bring it to this. First of all, I'm not saying that Man United, the West Ham game, that Man United did so well and then lost the West Ham game. Man United were the better side against West Ham.
And they were unlucky.
well, they should take their chances, right? They should have been 4-0 up in the first 10 minutes. Not because Man United are amazing, but because West Ham are really bad at the moment. West Ham should have never won that football match.
And they did.
This is why the timing is so strange, is that surely if you're going to get rid of Ten Hag, it should have been in the
FIFA
summer,
break.
first of all. But if you weren't going to do it during the summer, before the season started, the FIFA break would have been a better opportunity to make that change.
You got 2 weeks.
Then you gave him an opportunity to go on and win games. He lost the West Ham game. Was the loss of the West Ham game Eric Ten Hag's fault? Absolutely not. They should have been 4-0 up in the first 15 minutes.
And was that even a penalty?
But who cares about
Penalty
that?
or not.
Man United lost that game for themselves. Not VAR, not the referee, nothing. Man United lost that game for themselves. Diogo Dalot has one of the craziest misses we're ever going to see.
Yeah, he was actually
20
a
years
head
from
down.
now, when we watch when you're watching Premier League TV and they're like biggest misses, and you're going to see like the top 10 biggest misses.
Especially when it's just him and the actual,
Between him and
like just it.
who's the Fulham guy?
Sure.
The big oak. What's his name?
Adama Traore.
Adama Traore. They can compete for that.
But there's
here's
a
my thing.
Liverpool guy as well.
We're not going to talk about. But here's my thing. Obviously there are ways that stories get fed to us.
Yeah.
Did Eric Ten Hag leave or was he fired?
He was fired. Why would he? He would have left long ago if he was going to leave. He was fired. They just gave him the opportunity to say that he's left his post.
Okay.
He did not leave. He was fired. Come on now. He said that he believed in his team over and over again, that they're turning a corner, believe in the process, trust the process, whatever. Then they lost to West Ham, playing much better than West Ham, should have won 4-0. You just expect the players to finish a bit better. Okay. But I don't think that he...
Yeah, he was fired.
Yeah, he was fired.
He was let go.
I'm AB saying Man United have a decent squad, but they look lost on the pitch. They don't know what they're doing. I agree with that. I think that there's no coherency between the tactics of Eric Ten Hag and the players on the pitch.
She made
Yeah.
a very good point. What was your point earlier on about?
They have excellent players. They just play horribly.
Yes.
That's it. They play horribly.
It's a good squad, and hopefully Ruben Amorin comes in and he's supported in the same way Ten Hag was supported, because it's not going to be easy sailing at the start. Ten Hag was given lots of time to get Man United playing good football.
I don't see him finishing the season.
Okay, but you also argued with me so vehemently 4, 5, 6 times yesterday that Gareth Southgate is going to be the manager of Manchester United.
He will eventually be. He's still
Yes.
enjoying his England money.
Oh,
Yes.
is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh no, that's what I'm saying now.
there we go.
Yes.
Okay,
Hey.
so what you're saying now is Ruben Amorim won't finish the season.
No, he won't.
Okay,
He will be sacked before the end of the season.
that's fine. You can change your tune in January.
Okay. He's doing quite well at Sporting. And remember, I gave
Very
you guys
well.
a list.
Nine games, 9
yes,
wins.
Yes. I remember I gave you
2
guys
goals
a list and
conceded,
he was
like
part
30
of
goals
that
scored.
list. Yeah.
So here's a problem.
He's brilliant.
I was
There.
actually watching. I was watching a documentary over the weekend about the journey of the average village boy. Do you know him?
Hey, you speak, my man.
Andres Villas-Boas did very well in Portugal. Got to the Premier League, and
Yes.
that was his undoing. For 2 teams, not even one.
Did he not do well at Chelsea?
He got fired after. No, he never won anything with Chelsea. All his successes came.
But he got them so far in the Champions League, got sacked because of the league performances, and Roberto Di Matteo
Went
came
on to
in
win the
at
Champions League with them,
But
yes.
did we not complain about this for Gavin Hunt at Chiefs?
Same.
Same thing.
Same.
So
But
was Gavin
not
Hunt
him.
bad at Chiefs?
Yeah.
I'm
no.
just saying.
And are you judging Andre Villas-Boas on Spurs, really?
And Chelsea.
Okay, but can you judge him on Spurs? And also, can you judge a Chelsea manager for getting sacked at Chelsea, especially at that time?
If you don't win, you are out the door. But it's the whole notion of the last manager to do it and flourish was Mourinho, unfortunately.
Yeah, but
For a lot of Portuguese coaches who were flourishing in the Portuguese league, went to the Premier League, but never really
Never peaked.
played aviator and
what,
took over.
what about Nuno?
What has Nuno won?
Well, but he's only coached the Minnows. Come now.
Is he not a good manager?
He's decent.
What is... Look, I
What
mean,
about
not
Marco Silva?
Marco Silva as well?
What has he won?
He's got Fulham playing good football.
What do you get
Okay,
judged
but
on?
okay, is Ange Postecoglou a clown?
Nah, he's just
Is he
there
gonna
to-
win anything?
He's just there to entertain us.
Okay,
He's just there to entertain us.
No, I think Len is.
there's some teams you're not gonna win
How am I
anything
being
with.
unfair? If you
There's
are
some
going-
teams you're not gonna win anything with.
Okay, unless if Man United is a mid-table team, then
No,
and they don't have ambitions.
But listen, if you gave any of those Portuguese coaches a position at a team where they could win something, maybe they'd win something. So
Like
you're not
Mourinho did.
unfair.
Outside of Mourinho, who has?
But who
They're not
has
in
won
the
the
right
league? Only
position.
Pep Guardiola.
Well, he bought it, but like we're not there.
There's only one manager who wins the league. Jurgen Klopp's won one. Pep Guardiola's
That's
won the
barely
rest.
winning.
And then it was Sir Alex Ferguson.
Not even Klopp, could even win the second one.
So what's fair? Must you get coaches from Germany because Klopp won one once?
You go to Spain.
Actually, if you look at the record of managers who have won the Premier League the most, it is Italy.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay, the
Italian
Premier
managers have won the Premier League.
Premier League. Oh, you mean
Antonio Conte.
Carlo?
Carlo didn't win.
No, he won the FA. He
He won the FA Cup.
Carlo,
He
no.
finished second,
Yes.
right? Mancini, Roberto Mancini,
With Man City.
Who's the old man?
Antonio Conte, and then Pellegrini, who is from South America.
Yes,
Manuel
the
Pellegrini.
old man.
from
Leicester
Leicester.
City.
Yeah, Ranieri.
Yes.
So
Ranieri.
Italian. So you need an Italian
Italian
manager,
three.
one German manager, Jurgen Klopp,
Jürgen.
a French manager, Arsene Wenger, and a Scottish manager. So where must you get your managers from?
Spain.
Because Portuguese managers won a lot of them.
Spain.
Only one manager from Spain's ever won anything. So you saying only Jose Mourinho? How
Benitez
many
didn't-
Spanish managers have been in the Premier League?
Yeah, Rafa Benitez
Rafa.
Never won.
never won.
But
He won
the
Champions League.
Obviously Pep.
That's it.
Mourinho. Okay.
Okay.
No, Spanish.
Okay.
Okay. So go on. Where must you get managers from? Please. Scotland, France,
Drink water,
Italy,
Len.
Spain.
Okay, cool.
Because
I'm defeated. It's
yeah,
fine.
because only Pep has won Premier League titles.
I still say Man United will change managers come end of the season.
Okay. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay, Len.
Because Mikel Arteta's odds aren't very good being a Spanish manager.
That
Gang,
one.
gang.
That one is.
Hey,
it's
when
like
you put it like that,
Because only Pep.
yeah.
Your logic, sir. I present your own logic
no, he
back
has
to
not
you.
won. In fact, Eric Ten Hag is more successful than Mikel Arteta.
We've said that. But you said Arsenal is playing beautiful football.
That they are,
chief.
though.
Ange Postecoglou's also got us entertained.
Yes.
That guy.
But Spurs aren't going
that
to
guy
win
caused
anything.
my bet was sleep on Saturday. How do you lose to Crystal Palace? Sugar.
It happens in the Premier League, my friend.
That is the Premier League. Okay. Shall we go to just a little bit of Premier League action from the weekend? We are running out of time.
Okay.
But
I think the weekend's talking point, more than the Premier League, outside of Man United losing, because that titillated me.
Arsenal,
I
Liverpool.
think it was Liverpool and Arsenal.
Arsenal, Liverpool, yes, great game. Saka being back.
Big difference.
Oh,
Big
well
difference.
done to him.
That goal, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, that first
But my talking point from my moment of the weekend
goal. Yeah.
was the El Clásico, guys.
I want to
Yeah.
get there. I want to get there.
Yeah.
I want to get there.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to Martin Odegaard and Saka being back into the starting lineup for Arsenal.
Remember I told
and-
you about it last week.
Yeah.
And Ben White, Thomas Partey in centre back with Gabriel, and they still managed to get a draw with Liverpool. That's
Man, that was
That's insane, eh?
that's commendable. I
That's
mean, that was a
commendable.
makeshift defense.
because I think Arsenal have really struggled when either Gabriel or Saliba are out of the squad historically, and they had a good performance,
And Gabi,
and it's a good draw.
obviously he
got
was
injured.
subbed. He got injured.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. There's problems there.
Shame. Couldn't do it off.
Yeah, Gabby off in 54 minutes, and he was replaced by the Polish Kiwior.
He's not a make sure defender.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's 24 years old.
That
But
young
what's
man.
the extent of the injury of Gabi?
we still waiting to hear.
Because he could be a very, very big blow for Arsenal.
Yes.
Him and Saliba, they've created like a proper partnership.
But I think when you've got Saliba there, there's a level of comfort that you have. But having both of them out is a problem.
I suppose.
Chelsea
Because
into the
Calafiori
top-
can always
Yeah.
step in.
Chelsea into the top 5. Cole Palmer responsible for Chelsea's terrific run of form, definitely. We were very critical of Chelsea firing Mauricio Pochettino, but it seems like life is working out just fine in Chelsea relative to their expectations for the season.
I take back everything bad I said about Chelsea.
Because it was not a football team in the beginning of the season.
Because
it was Royal AM.
They are playing good football as well.
Yeah, they are. Look, Maresca
is maintaining and somehow managing to manage all these top star players.
That's where Man United
Yeah,
went
it's the
wrong.
Pep school.
It's the Pep school.
Yeah, it's the Pep school.
Look at what company's doing as well in Bayern.
Don't worry which country they come from. As long as Pep,
they work with
Pep at some point, they're
good to go.
Yeah. Okay. Some other results from the weekend. Of course, we spoke about Crystal Palace beating Spurs. Big one.
Bournemouth is not a walkover, guys.
I've been saying this. Bournemouth's a good
I
side.
said
But this
this
is the
last
Premier League.
Len knows.
Yeah.
By the way,
Last week,
Of course.
with a cherry on top.
Yeah.
7-goal thriller.
Brentford.
Ipswich unlucky to
Yes.
lose to Brentford. Hey,
Yeah.
I think Ipswich played good football, and I've been saying that Kieran McKenna's not ready for like a Man United job or something.
But
I think
fighting.
long term he would be a great option.
2-3 seasons.
2-3
Yeah.
seasons, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got Ipswich playing good football, and remember, before last season, Ipswich were in League One
And
when
got them
he took
promoted
over.
again.
And then
yeah.
he took him to the EFL.
Championship,
Yes.
and then
Look
Yeah.
now.
yeah, incredible.
And he made a very good decision by not being seduced to take
Not
the Man
peaking.
United job.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Wolves getting a draw in Brighton. Wolves, a side that were one of our favorites to get relegated.
They slowly changing gear. They've got their teeth back again.
Man City beating Southampton by a single goal to 0.
Are you concerned
I
about
was
that?
shocked actually.
Me too. Are you not concerned?
Because remember I said
It's Premier League.
I think I was saying last
4-0
week
or
yes.
something, yeah. And we know Erling Haaland likes to score against these guys, and he doesn't normally score one. He'll go and score 4 or 5 in a game like this.
Yeah,
right?
because a lot of people, and I saw on Fantasy League, a lot of people actually played that triple captain.
You
'cause
said you were going to.
Yes.
I did not.
You
Yeah.
did yourself a favor.
Yeah, I realized that without your Kevin De Bruyne feeding the beast, there is problems in that team, you know. And until such time, I'll reserve my triple captain.
Leadership.
And then over at Everton, when I saw Fulham had scored the first goal, I thought, oh, here comes Everton to win the game. But they took too long. Yeah. I think Fulham's goal came too late, because if Fulham scored in the first half, Everton would have had the time to score another 2. But they didn't have enough time. Fulham scored their goal too late, so they could only get a draw there at Everton. And then Forest, let's be honest, besides just the results as a 3-1, that doesn't look like a battering, but it was a battering. Forest battered Leicester. In
But
terms
I
of
was
the
expecting
fixture,
a Forest win also.
Forest battered
Yeah.
Leicester.
So Leicester, I think it's one of those situations where Ipswich are also going through the same. Southampton are also going through the same. It's the teams in this, the teams that survive relegation and remain in the Premier League have such a huge advantage over teams that get promoted.
Well, currently Southampton and Ipswich are suffering the biggest. Leicester are only 2 points behind Man United in 15th.
Yes, and they still haven't registered a win.
Yo.
Ipswich.
Yeah, Ipswich, Southampton and Wolves, none of them have won a game. Crystal Palace with their first win of the season this weekend. And they're sitting in relegation because they can't win games. Ipswich just sitting a lot prettier than Southampton and Wolves because they are getting draws. But look at these goals against in the bottom piece of the table there. Southampton have conceded 19.
Yep.
Wolves have conceded 25.
That's
and Ipswich
horrible.
have conceded 20.
Leicester?
horrible.
Leicester have conceded
17.
17. Everton have conceded 60.
And United, because we are in that field.
United have conceded 11.
9.
Relegation teams.
Oh no, man!
United have
not
conceded
United.
11.
Sorry, 11.
Yeah.
No, but like, look, I think Wolves will come good. Eventually, they will come good.
Yeah, I think so. They're a good side. But
Oh,
this is
I
the
heard-
Premier League. It's tough.
I heard something about my favorite coaches of all times, Ian Holloway.
What about it, Ian?
I think he's back. He's coaching EFL team.
He was terrific at Blackpool, wasn't
Yes,
he?
at Blackpool. Yes. So I'm happy for him.
Ian Holloway is currently manager at Swindon Town.
So he came. So he had retired from coaching, and then he came back. Yes.
Swindon Town currently in League 2. That is
League 2.
very far down.
So he's been
League
gone
2,
from.
yeah,
He's returned after
that's-
4 years.
That is the 4th division of English football. That's very far down.
That's even where
I think who's in League-
Wrexham is not
Wrex-
even there.
No, not even there yet. But they're on their way there. But I think
No. Wrexham is the league below the EFL.
Yes, but that's what I'm.
Wrexham.
Wrexham.
Yes. The
Welsh team owned
The
by
League One.
the
Ryan Reynolds.
Pool. What's his name?
Yeah, no, but it's League
Deadpool
One.
Ryan Reynolds.
Deadpool guy. Yes.
Yeah.
They're
The one
League in
that-
one.
They're in League 1, so they're above.
So it's League One is the league before the EFL.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're saying that.
No.
League One.
This is all EFL, English Football League system, right?
So the championship is below the Premier League.
Then you get League 1, then League 2.
Yes. So League One is
So
where
Wrexham
is.
is above Swindon, and so is that Manchester United team that's owned by all the Manchester United legends. What's Scunthorpe?
Ryan Giggs
Yes.
and them.
And then the class of 92. I think it's called Scunthorpe United. Anyway, that's a wrap on some Premier League football from the weekend. Fixtures coming up this weekend. Newcastle are hosting Arsenal. Len Moleko, your predictions
Arsenal.
quickly.
Easy Arsenal win.
Easy.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
No.
I think it's a draw.
Ah.
I fancy Arsenal to win, but just. Man City against Bournemouth.
Could be a 1-0
Bournemouth.
win. 1-0 win. Just
Bournemouth.
The Cherries to win at home.
Yes.
Bournemouth at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a City win.
1-0.
City win. I really think so.
Okay.
I think they're just going to push on at this point. Ipswich against Leicester. Ipswich at home.
I think Ipswich is better off than Leicester as it stands.
They're not switching on those guys.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
hard.
shame.
There's going to be goals in this one, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Because neither of these teams can defend.
The Foxes are gonna get outfoxed.
Okay. I fancy Ipswich with a narrow win.
Yes. Agreed.
But goals. Both to score.
Yes, both will score.
Both
So a
teams to score.
2-1 or a 3-2, somewhere there.
That one, the bet might be both to score. That's what I'll put down. Liverpool hosting Brighton.
Liverpool win.
Brighton.
Brighton a good side, but Anfield is a fortress.
Brighton have gone to Anfield, and
I think it's going to be a draw.
Okay.
I might actually go with your prediction as well, outside of Brighton, but I think a draw.
They
You're
go my
right.
Betway.
Oh yeah, so Brighton in 2023, it was a win for them against Liverpool, and then it was a draw.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's
I
interesting.
just don't want Len betting with me. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's
So you
not
just go
good.
the opposite direction.
My bet sleep.
I will go with what's it? 1 times 2, Liverpool or draw.
Okay.
Fair.
The odds won't be great, but every bit helps. Forest at home to West Ham. Forest.
Forest for me.
Chris Wood
Forest
to score
is-
2.
Yeah. Chris Wood he's cooking.
He's-
With the wood.
He's isn't he league top goal scorer now with Haaland or something stupid? It's like
Somewhat
he's-
closer to him or
I think, or he's second. It's
Yes.
Haaland first and then Chris Wood. Scoring goals, baby. Southampton against Everton. Southampton going to score 2 goals and Everton will win it 4-2.
It's actually Haaland, Mbuemo, Palmer, and then Wood.
Oh, okay, there we
Yes.
go. Buemo's scoring goals.
Yes.
So Southampton to score first against Everton, but Everton to win.
4-2, yes.
That's our prediction. Tepi, darling. Southampton, Everton.
It could be a draw.
Super sub.
Everton.
Wolves, Crystal Palace. There's a game.
I'll go with Palace.
Away.
Uh.
At night. Saturday night.
I'll go with Palace as well.
Just the momentum.
Yes.
I think Wolves are playing good football. I
They
fancy.
are, but I think they're going to slip up against Palace.
Okay. Super stuff.
Wolves.
Tottenham Hotspur, Aston Villa, probably one of
I
the
say
big.
Villa.
Villa, man. That Tottenham pissed me off.
I think Villa are too dangerous. Spurs are entertaining, but I think Villa are too dangerous
Yeah.
and they'll hurt you.
Yes.
I agree. And they've got the best goalkeeper in the world, apparently. So it's all's good and well at Aston Villa.
A popularity contest, but we are done.
We're done ranting.
Yes.
We're done ranting. And then the game of the weekend, probably the first fixture of Ruben Amorim, even though Man United play Leicester tomorrow.
Game of the weekend.
Yeah.
Let's hear.
Manchester United versus Chelsea.
United and Chelsea. I say
What?
Chelsea.
What? Are you going to say Bournemouth versus City is a game of the weekend?
Super Sub, I hardly ever agree with you. But why is Marco hyping up two mid-table teams?
Excuse me,
this
one of these
weekend?
teams is fifth.
Mid-table.
I see Chelsea win.
Fifth is mid-table.
Yeah, it's not Champions League.
Okay.
It's
Europe.
Europa.
So Tsepi Darling, Cole Palmer to punish Ruben Amorim on his opening
The
day.
coldest. Freezing.
Len Moleko. You can say it.
No. New Broom. United to win.
There you go.
Yeah, I think United is gonna win,
I agree.
but it's not a game for the weekend.
No, it's not the game for
It's
the
ju-
weekend.
What's
a
the game of the weekend? Spurs Villa.
No, it's Chiefs versus Sundowns.
Nazo.
Ah, yes. Okay. There I'll agree. That's a wrap of the Premier League. Quick one. Clásico. A classic. 4-0. My goodness.
Barca, you
Oh,
beauty.
Barca.
Not a good
man.
week for Real Madrid. I think that's
Overall.
I think that's part of the bitter thing of like if Vinny's not going to win, we're not going to show up. We're not happy. Everyone's in a bad mood. To lose El Clásico, to get hammered like that, you don't want to show your face
At
anyway.
home, you
And I
know.
think the last biggest spank they got was the 5-0, right?
With Suarez and Neymar.
No. Before that, when Mourinho was coaching Real.
No, there was a big one. There was a big one
There was
with
another big
Suarez
one.
and
No,
Neymar.
there was a 4-1, but it was Madrid win, this one. Yes.
But
Anyway.
the one thing I like about it is the El Clásico is back.
How
Don't know if
nice.
I'm making sense.
I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
you are.
Barca was not the
Right.
Barca. Mhm.
It's been a disappointing fixture.
Since Ronaldo and Messi left.
Yeah, it's
But
nowhere
now-
near that
nowhere-
level,
yes.
but there is excitement.
There is excitement. There's exciting players from both sides.
There's
Yeah.
points to be proven.
Yes, I actually enjoyed my first Clásico in a long time this weekend.
I have two people to mention from the Clásico. Hansi Flick has done a terrific job since joining Barcelona.
Of course, yeah.
I agree.
He's a man with experience. It didn't work out at Bayern Munich for whatever reason.
Politics, actually, it
Politics, right? But he's clearly a manager with a very good head on his shoulders. He's got them cooking.
Yeah.
And Robert Lewandowski, he has to go down as one of the top number 9s in the history of football.
And let me tell you the one
I
thing
mean,
I
he
like.
was a monster at Dortmund, a monster at Bayern, and now at his age is a monster at Barcelona.
Yeah.
And these are not teams that you can just go be a monster in because top players are there behind you, waiting for you to slip.
And the interesting thing was, what I liked about Barcelona, they were playing with kids outside of Robert.
And the kids are confident.
and
I like
Pedri or
the
whatever.
scoreline. The past 4-5 matches, there's nothing less than 3 goals that they score.
And Lamine Yamal is a terrific
Of
player.
course.
And to go into a Clásico after playing Bayern and also defeating
And
Bayern.
a 4-1 win. Do you
They've done
understand?
terrifically
Yeah.
well. No, Barcelona are back. I
Yep.
think that Barcelona changed with COVID. It wasn't Barcelona the last
The
few
transition
years. Let's be
from
honest.
that transition from Messi, I think sort of like caused a lot of problems for
and they're
them.
away from their stadium.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of.
And it was a big financial issue with COVID. They really suffered.
Yeah,
They
they
struggled
took a-
to survive. They took a big knock. Real Madrid is a well-run football club. It keeps churning out money. Barcelona is not a well-run football club, but Barcelona is a good football team from a football perspective. It's just a badly run club.
So
and that's
in-
why they've suffered over the past few years, but they are Barcelona and they're back.
So in perspective, in terms of the models, Real Madrid is Orlando Pirates from a South African perspective. Barcelona are Estelis.
Stelis.
Stelis.
No, Stelis is well-run.
No, man. I mean, in terms of the model of
Where they get their players.
yes, where
Pirates
the
buy,
factory is.
but then Real Madrid is Sundowns because they just
Yeah.
buy all the best players.
And they win Champions League.
Yeah.
Real Madrid
point.
is Sundowns.
Okay.
Real Madrid is Sundowns and Barcelona maybe Stellies, but Barcelona is a team with a long heritage. I actually think Orlando Pirates is the closest to Barcelona. One of the most successful teams in the country's history, one of the oldest teams in the country's history, and has a very good youth development program, and they deploy a lot of them into the side.
Pirates is the oldest team in the country
Yeah.
Yep.
So then, but that's what I'm saying is
because the
that
other one flew away.
Pirates is Barcelona and Real Madrid is Sundowns.
I can agree with
Sundowns
that.
buy everyone. Real Madrid buy everyone. Orlando Pirates develop everyone.
They do buy, but not
yeah.
in the same level
But
as
Barcelona
Madrid.
also buy a
They
little
nibble,
bit. But
they nibble from Chippa United and Golden Arrows.
yeah. Anyway, it's not a terrific Clásico for me, but I'm biased again. I don't know
enjoyed
why I chose football teams to support as a kid. I should have never. Someone should have stopped me. Just enjoy football. Don't support
You
anyone.
just made the wrong decisions.
The only team to support is Betway and
of
Onside
course.
ZA.
Amen.
Get way more
Thank you so much, Lemoleko.
all the time, man.
Thank you, Tepi Dale.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, Super Sub.
Oh, the
Danko.
stories at FNB sold out.
For Saturday.
Of course,
Nice.
Oh, did we expect any less?
No?
it's a big game.
Yeah. It's the game of the weekend.
Yes,
The game of the
indeed.
weekend.
Yeah.
And thank you to all of you, the ballers. Thank you for joining us as always. Remember, if you are joining as a new user on the Betway app, use our affiliate code OnsideZA. And remember to use the app responsibly. It's not a way to make money. It's not a way to make a living. It's a way to entertain yourself and have some fun.
It's like going to the strip club.
And
Sort of.
it'll just cost you
Just don't
less.
take her home, yeah.
Yes.
It costs you a lot less unless you bet along the same lines as
It
Lemoleko.
depends.
Oh, unless if you listen to my advice.
But as always, thank you so much. Remember, be onside. Don't be offside. Be onside with us and Betway. Get way more.
Oh, yeah.